I wish I was as good at playing solos as I am at playing riffs. I recently did some new videos, 7-day solos, 30-day solos. I did Pantera and I did Alexi Laiho's Vivaldi 4 Seasons. 7 days was nearly not enough. I needed to challenge myself more and do 30 days, which is what I'm doing today. When I was younger and I first started playing the guitar, I was really inspired by Alexi Laiho and Children of Bodom. When I saw their video of them doing the Vivaldi 4 Seasons, I was like, oh my god, I must learn this. And here we are, and I still haven't been able to learn it until now. So once again, as a refresher, the rules are as follows. 30 minutes a day, 7 days, and you cannot practice the song unless you're in your allotted practice time. But as you see, this is a 30-day solo. So I wanted to be able to push myself and my ability and my motivation and how much can I really get out of 30 minutes a day for 30 days. And here is the result. I've just done another half an hour of practicing and I'm using these Swiss picks still. I'm now endorsed by this company and I'm currently using a 1.10 millimeters, 1.10. I've got some round edge ones, I've got some sharp edge ones. And yeah, I'm starting to really enjoy these, and as you'll see in the video at this point, I'm getting out of this motion and doing more wrist motion, which I'm finding difficult, and also holding like hardly any grip to try and increase the speed, because I think I'm holding too much tension and then that's resisting the speed. So yeah, let's see if that makes any difference throughout the next few days. So at this point in the process, I was finding it a bit difficult, getting a bit frustrated. There's a section in here where I almost rage quit. Give a little rawr. There it is. So on the next day, I kind of went back in at a similar point where I was playing at a certain tempo again, being like, you know, I did this yesterday, this should be easy. And then I have to break it down again, play it really slowly without a metronome or anything. It was at this point I started being really impressed with myself and being like, oh, look at this, I'm so close to 100%. And I think this is like day 25. And I couldn't believe it. It didn't feel like it was me. It felt like I hadn't done anything different. I just one day could do it and the next day I couldn't. Which is interesting, as you'll see in the final performance, how it works with the red light and all that kind of stuff. As you can see here again, just going over the whole pattern, making sure I familiarise myself with it. And then again, I think this was at 100%.
As you'll probably be aware in lots of my other videos, or just if you're practicing in general, got to stretch out those forearms, the wrists. I'm getting a lot of issue in both the front and back of the forearm. And then one thing that surprised me here was we're getting literally so close to day 30. I'm pretty sure I'd done it 100% before this, and I was just, dropping the ball, finding it really difficult, getting in my head too much. Had to go back to basics and practice. Then we get to day 30, wearing a Metallica shirt. I'm feeling the buzz, I'm just getting it, and then I'm at 100%. But can I do it on the night? Can I do it on the final performance day? Let's find out.
So in conclusion, what have I learned from the 30 days of playing a solo for 30 minutes every day? Give yourself permission to find out what works for you. Try a few methods, and whatever feels most comfortable might be best for you. Might not be best for me, but it might be best for you. Also, another thing to kind of remember that I had to remind myself is don't be afraid to make mistakes. It's part of the process. It's not about the end goal, it's actually more of the process of how you got there. And that's why I showed kind of the mistakes in my videos, because a lot of people were commenting on the previous ones saying it was nice to see the behind the scenes aspect and that I'm not this kind of super duper human who can just play everything that they want. So yeah, make mistakes, that's how you learn. And I get it, motivation is hard, it doesn't always strike when you want it to, but what I personally found rewarding and kind of a fun challenge was setting the 30 minutes a day, seeing how much I could push myself in those 30 minutes, and having a deadline of either 7 days or 30 days and having to provide something at the end like a video. I think that helped push me a bit more. So sometimes just setting an end date is a good way to help push yourself a bit more. And also, don't forget, learning guitar or learning an instrument isn't easy. It is difficult. So sometimes I think it's all about pushing yourself into the difficult areas of playing guitar, like I did, and accepting that you won't be amazing at it straight away. But it only takes a few days to get that muscle memory back in, or I found personally it only took me a few days to get those habits back into place and your brain was relearning it. So don't be so tough on yourself, it will be hard, it's meant to be, otherwise you'd already be the best guitarist in the world. And I guess the final takeaway from me and doing this whole experiment, which I will carry on doing because I'm really enjoying it, is I had to break a really kind of bad habit that I've had all these years, and it was how I played, and it was more like this instead of like this. And initially I was a bit kind of torn up about it, and I was speaking to my peers and we were looking at other guitarists that play certain ways and how they work, and ultimately I figured out it doesn't really matter though, does it? Because there are no rules. Guitar isn't a sport, there's no race to the finish line. So really, if it works for you, it works for you, and we should all be a bit easier on each other and ourselves. And as soon as I got over that slump, I kind of got better anyway, and it did go away naturally because now I can play better lead and better rhythm. So yeah, don't be so tough on yourself. There's nothing wrong with making mistakes, and also there's no such thing as perfect. What works for you may not work for me, and vice versa. And I guess to conclude it, I do it the new way now. I do a lot more wrist motion, keep my finger and my thumb tight, and know this, because that's not efficient for me and it can cause issues in the forearm. And I've realised I had to kind of go back and reel it back a bit, which is why in the video you might see some of the days don't look like I'm progressing, I'm going backwards, but it's because I'm focusing more on the technique and how I play it cleanly rather than playing it fast. And that's the thing, if you rush to playing it fast, you may not play it clean, but you'll play it fast, and you kind of want it to sound clean as well as fast. So I'd always say it's best to kind of break down those old habits. So yeah, it did help, but it was a painful process to get through that mentally and go, I've got to break down all these things I know. But it didn't take very long, it was 3-4 days or so of playing it, half an hour a day. So yeah, it was a really fun video to make. Thanks again for watching it, guys. Let me know in the comment section below what you thought. Have any of you been doing 7-day solos or 30-day solos? I've seen a few on Instagram and it's really cool. It's great to see all your progress. And also, if you want to support the channel, I've got new t-shirts coming out. These are exclusive just for March. There's a link in the description below. They'll be released on April the 1st. And yeah, they will really help me out, really help you out, get you some sick t-shirt merch. And yeah, they're limited to March, so you'll never get them ever again after that. Don't forget to like the video if you enjoyed it, because then I know that you love it when I do videos like this. I have a new 7-day solo coming up soon, so yeah, let me know in the comment section below if there's any solos you want me to cover. And don't forget to subscribe because I'm posting new videos every Sunday. See you guys very soon.